Yeah. Okay. Start my night talk. I thought about the name, but for our talking.
Night talk?
Yeah, night talk. Do you like it?
What if we talk during the day?
Right now is night talk. Yeah. So today, what we're going to talk about?
Just like boundaries and also funny stories.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can share you with my funny story happened at work today.
You can share the funny story that happened at work today.
Yeah. Should I do that first?
Yeah.
It's like this. So I was asking my director something, and then she didn't know either. So she's like, she's going to check with someone else. So I was waiting. So I'm like, I don't know how long I'm going to wait for her to come back to tell me the results. So I was sitting there. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I don't want to do the work I was doing because I got interrupted. So I'm like, okay, I can try to write some like Chinese. I was doing like a 论语 PPT. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do my 论语 PPT. So using Chinese. So I was writing Chinese. But like a few minutes later, she came back. She's saying, blah, 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 blah. And then I read her message, and then I'm like immediately respond. I forgot I was writing in Chinese. So I just like, so they can be ignored. I was typing, and then I just, hit the return button. I didn't even know I was writing Chinese, And then I look at the screen, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so Chinese. Yeah. So, and then the thing is, I was like, and then I was like, I'll pretend I don't know I was writing Chinese. I was like, sorry. I was like, go back to my laptop and change the setting to, back to English. And I was immediately, typing back saying sorry. And then after that, she was like, and write down, in English, so they can be ignored again, quickly. It's happened like in seconds. So I wish she didn't like notice what I did. And then she was like, give me a emoji, like a big emoji, big mouth laugh. She's like, yeah, for the like my Chinese in the message. Yeah. And then I was like still like pretending I didn't do anything. Like right now I'm thinking like, I try to ignore. Yeah, that's my funny story. And then I realized like the one translated to Chinese is really like means something. Actually, it's not like a bad thing. Like my English sentence is like, so they can be ignored. And then when you like in type in Chinese, I think like 宋条和油惨被 ignored.
宋条和油惨被 ignored.
Yeah. So they didn't change ignored. There's no like, they cannot like convert ignored to Chinese. But they did like, so they can be
the pinyin.
Yeah, in pinyin to be like Chinese character. Yeah. So it's actually like, I try to give someone cooking oil and then get rejected and very sad. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
just,
that's
like,
my funny
always-
story.
What were you like originally trying to say? So they can be ignored?
Yeah.
So who can be ignored?
Yeah, so they can be ignored. Yeah, that's my origin trying to say.
So who can be ignored?
Some message, not someone. It's some message. Some like
Oh.
yeah, because I was asking something at work, some message.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my funny story. Your turn to share your boundary story.
I don't really have any specific stories.
Okay.
But like, I just feel like with like social media, like everyone's so accessible. Like if you have a profile, then someone can just like view your profile or like see what you're posting at any time. So I feel like because you're so available all the time, it's important to have boundaries. Because if you don't have boundaries, then you're just available all the time, like 24/7. And yeah, so I've just been trying to be more conscious of like how I respond to people's messages and like their vibe towards me. Like if they're messaging me and it seems like they just like want attention, or like if they're just like checking in, or maybe they're just checking in, or maybe like they want something from me. It's like all different, and I feel like I'm learning to like set boundaries, like not necessarily like, oh hello, I have a boundary with you now, or like hello, this I need you to stop, or like I need you to do this or do that. It's just like mentally in my mind, I'm just like setting boundaries. And also like I'm trying not to like interact too much with people that like I don't want to interact with. Like there's like a few people that like I've kind of like gotten tired of, so I'm trying not to watch their story, because I feel like they don't like pay the same amount of like care and attention to me that I pay to them. And if they do pay attention to me, it's just because like they want me to pay attention to them.
Okay.
It's not because they actually care about what I'm doing or what I'm saying. And I realize like there's so many people out there, like I don't have to care so much about like this one person just because they're like showing me attention, or like giving me a little bit of like attention. You know, like there's just like so many people out there, and like I want to like share my music and like my art and stuff. And like if these people aren't really like following me because they want to follow what I'm actually doing, and they just like want to like make fun, or like, you know, or use me, then like that's not fun either. So I feel like I just like want to set boundaries. And throughout this year, like I feel like there have been a few people who like maybe have shown me like their boundaries, or like they have had more boundaries than before. And like I feel like I respected that. And like it showed me like I can have boundaries too.
Okay. Boundary help respecting.
Boundaries help you to respect others and respect yourself.
Yeah. also help you respect yourself.
Yeah. Because you have to like have self-respect in general.
Yeah.
And
you respect yourself so other people can respect you, right?
Yeah.
If you don't respect yourself, no one can respect you.
Yeah. And then sometimes I just feel like maybe I like don't respect myself, and I like do things or like say things that like I think I've gotten better. Sorry. I think I've gotten I think I've gotten better with it now, but I just yeah, and I feel like boundaries are important like in all aspects of life, not just like Instagram.
Sometimes like, no boundary make you tired, right?
Yeah.
Stressed.
Yeah. Like I'm sure you've experienced that like in your work, like with especially since everything is online, like you can or like email, people can so easily like reach you.
Yeah.
Like through email or like through iMessage. I mean no.
Yeah.
Teams, like chat.
Yeah.
So you just I mean it's probably harder for you to have boundaries because
I think we have a good boundary at our work because we have like assignment we need to finish, but there's some time limits. It's still very hard. I have to think about it how to discuss that part. Yeah, maybe we can discuss about like a boundary at work later. Kind of hard actually. I don't even know I have a good answer or like I have a good practice. Sometimes make you feel frustrated because kind of if you have like set up the boundary too high or too much, make people feel like you're not a team player, you know. If you like two team player make your own like so stressed, you know, it's hard because you can only do that much, and then also you only have that much time, and you also want to balance your work with your life, you know. So there's a lot of things in there. Yeah, kind of like how to balance it is kind of hard. Yeah, but I think we are everyone because everyone is but I like my working environment, the vibe.
You do?
Yeah, I think everyone, even though sometimes I feel like not happy, not frustrated, but I think that's normal. In any working place, you probably feel the same thing. But I can feel like my team and also my management, everyone is trying to make the work done in an efficient or effective way, and everyone try their best, you know. If you feel like not the best, I don't feel that's because they intentionally not want to do it. Maybe just because some other reason, you know. That's how I feel. That's why I'm saying I like the vibe. Yeah, I think everyone is doing their, best. No one is trying to, sleeping or like trying to avoiding or like trying
Sneaking
to
around.
taking advantage. I don't feel that way. Yeah. So even sometimes like feel like a lot of work. But it's still like a good vibe, you know, working.
But you have no working environment. Your working environment is the house.
You cannot see right now a lot of people working at home, remote. So that's why we have a lot of meetings. You know? Yeah, you don't have like a physical environment, but you have like invisible environment. You know, it's still like around you, even though you're not physically with anyone. Yeah. It's invisible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the culture?
Yeah, the culture, the people you're talking to, you know, and then the way they're working, and then the attitude, you know. Yeah.
I see. How do you balance being a team player and like not being a team player? Not being a team player. Or being like, how do you balance being a team player and having boundaries?
Yeah.
Not that having boundaries is not that having boundaries means you can't be a team player.
Yeah, like what I said earlier, that's hard. I don't know if I can answer you like I have a good answer to you, but it's like this. That's how I feel. Okay, I'm just talking when I'm thinking. Okay, so first, in the working environment right now, I think team player is very important. Team play, okay, because that's a big attitude. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. So you have to know, no job can be done just by one person. Okay, so in the current whatever we're doing right now, I think need a team. So there's nothing it's done just by one person. I mean, that's how I think. So I mean, of course you can say, okay, I just want to do my own work, then you got limited. Okay, but in the working environment right now, I think team play is very important. But if your team play does not mean like you cannot have your own opinion, you cannot express what you thinking, the way to do the job, you can still, you know, express it and then show your ability, and then you can still like let people know the way you want the work to be done. But then how, you know, so it's important to learn to know how to express yourself, or to learn how to explain, you know, the way you want. So that's one thing. The other thing important is like, even though you know the way you want, the thing you want to do, and how to do it, you also, to be a team player, you also need to have ability to listen to other people's opinion. You know, you need to have a open mind. That's why we need a team, right? Yeah, so to listen, to have an open mind, to listen to different angle, think about, even, that's one goal we want to achieve, but then different people, they will have a different experience and then have a different view, then make these things, these work, close to perfect. It's not going to be perfect, I make it close to perfect, yeah. So I think that's how you balance team player with the boundary, or like how to show yourself, or like let people know you're appealing, or stand up. I think that's what you mean, right? Like how to, yeah, work as a team player, also show your ability and then show like your expertise, or like show your knowledge, or show your skills, yeah. So I think either first learn to express yourself, and second, have an open mind, yeah. And then third, I think it's like your attitude, so that's what I can think right now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So different experience, for example, like me working, like familiar with the area I'm working, like, but then the other people, they have the experience, but I don't directly interact with the clients, so when we design something, we probably only follow whatever the knowledge we know, right? But then we don't directly interact with the clients, so the clients may have something like from user, view, the things they want, yeah. So we need to listen to the support, and then the people work with clients to say, okay, we want this way, maybe they want that way, and then we can see like which way, because there's always have a lot of ways to accomplish one thing, yeah, right? Do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not just like you think one way, that's the only way you can do. There are always other choice or other way to do it. It's just we choosing, we're trying to, do a way like close to perfect, that's all.
What about like someone like Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs?
Yeah. He felt like he had to make sure it was his way.
He still need to work with his team. He can't finish anything just by himself. Yeah, he probably like stronger. He probably have strong mind. Yeah, like so someone has strong will, right? Someone have strong mind, but then he want to be like that because he's probably have a higher view, than the other people. I think if someone can convince him, I don't think everything in Apple designed by Steve Jobs. He must have a team, right? Do you agree?
But I feel like he got the final say.
Of course, because he's the person. He always, no, if you want to be that
I'm not saying I want to be a CEO.
Okay, then.
Um.
No, it's like this, okay? It's, that's the other thing. in the company or like, you know, there's always some like a higher above you management. They're gonna make a decision because they taking high responsibilities, right? The higher position you are, the more responsibility you're taking. Yeah, if you want to be the person make a final decision, then you are the higher position person. If you're not taking that much responsibility, you have to know, you know. But as the people like working in a lower position, you also have the to me, I think, how to be a good like lower position person, you know, at that moment. You need to let the higher position people know, you know, what's going to happen, what's the choice, what's the options, what's the consequence, you know, provide all those information to them. They can make the decision. Whatever decision make, you know, the responsibility is on them. Yeah, that's how I take it. But I'm not going to struggling saying, okay, I'm the one doing the work, I have to be the one make decision. No, because I'm not taking that much responsibility. I can't. Yeah, right? But if you say, okay, I want to be the person make the final call, then you be your own boss. Either you be your own boss or you are in a higher position because you're going to take more responsibility. You want to take more responsibility. You want a high position, you take more responsibility. Yeah. Right? That's what they deserve. They take a high responsibility, then they deserve the way to make the final call. That fair? Sounds fair? I'm not struggling for that. What? You have some
I feel like this is a good place to stop.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we can continue talking tomorrow.
Yeah.
好吧。哇。